Tyler Perry talking about?
Oh, Tyler Perry talking about a lot of things. I think, he don't ruffle some feathers, and he knew he was going to do it. But
In the King's Landing room at the table, you said, it just hit you. You probably was on the gummy there too. You was like, meet me at my worth. And we were all like, wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And anybody who can't do that, that doesn't mean they're not worthy of you. That means that they need to either attempt, try, learn, find out enough about you to be able to figure out what that is.
Yes.
And that's not money because you listen, a lot of women, especially black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men. Right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill, as long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner.
so before I allow my wife to speak, there was a co-host from Where's the Brunch podcast, and her response to that was, in so many words, she's getting sick and tired of men trying to speak for women and basically telling women to settle. I don't think Tyler Perry was telling women to settle. At first I was thinking maybe he could have worded it a little different. I I also think it's not the man's responsibility to tell women how they should handle their love life and whatever relationship they're going to be in. But I also understand what Tyler's saying. Like sometimes you don't always have to meet each other at like finances, but if you a woman and you have an expectation for your man and you want him to be um, the husband, the provider, the lover, sometimes that comes with sacrifices, and sometimes necessarily those sacrifices might not be good for your relationship to be able to survive. So if you the homemaker and you providing all the money, and the man can put his ego aside, but he also can provide you love, and he can probably do a little bit more at home, and he's not probably at that point where you are, but he still makes you happy. I mean, that might be a good thing for you in your relationship, and you might find more value in that relationship than uh, the celebrity relationship where you a millionaire, he a millionaire, but y'all never together. What you think, babe?
I think on this situation, what I take from it, the comparison, like with me and you, the comparison to this situation is different because what people will say with our situation, it's like it was a puppy love thing. We started young. So whatever we did, whatever, it was like growing together to know and understand and learn things. But as grown as adults and people getting into relationships in your adult years, I don't think it should be what you can provide for me, type situation. I think it should be what about you or what about me will add value to what you already have going on. Because in your lifestyle as an adult, you should already have your own establishment of something. Like you should already be established at some point. Whether it be you already have your own place, your own car, you already have your own bills and stuff that you're taking care of on your own. You're dealing with on your own. You get in a relationship, that person isn't to be there to now pay the bills that you were already taking care of or carrying on. That person should be there to be able to say, okay, I know that you have this, I got that. Our thing is, once a week, I'm gonna be the person that's gonna pay for the dates. You gonna be the person to, when we go on trips or do certain things, it's not to be in a situation where if that person dips today or tomorrow, you asked out on life. And that's what people fail to realize when they get into relationships and do certain things. Everybody is so quick to, oh yeah, we go together, we date, and let's go move in together. Whatever happens to some people actually sitting back and doing things and saying, okay, well, I'm going to have my place, you going to have your place. We can have date days, we can have sleepovers. You want to come over for a week? Cool. I come to your place for a week? Cool. Because there's too many people that's in relationships and situations that they're held into the relationship and situation because they have nowhere to go. So they stick around and deal with bullshit because they have nowhere to go. And their pride is too high for them to just step out and figure it out, or step out and go back home, or they can't go back home, or they have nowhere to go, they have no exit plan because they put all their eggs in that one basket to depend on that one person.
You waiting for me to respond? I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, your face, I'm like,
I was just listening
so
to
like what Tyler said, some people may get mad. Some women may get in their feelings and be like you said, the chick said she don't feel like we should always have to, settle for things. It's not settle. Like, for example, if you are established, you got your own thing going, everything's working for you, but you're single, you now want that companion. You now want somebody, your person. You now are looking for that. And say, for instance, your person is a barista, or your person works at McDonald's or something or whatever. It's an honest paying job. Why should that define the person that you like because of their employment? It is an actual honest paying job, a steady income that who knows where it can take that person once y'all are together. Once y'all figure out what you like, your niche or whatever, and it explores and turns into something else. It's like people want to, it's like doing a Build-A-Bear. You want with these things, you put what you want, you do all this. Nobody's perfect. Somebody's going to always have a flaw or issue that's just going to be like to you, but it's up to you whether you're going to accept that flaw and not let it take over from a person that's actually perfect, that meshes with you. Like, that's your other puzzle piece. You have people who are in relationships with people who are in jail, who are in prison for years, but they're gonna hold that person down because they have that bond, that relationship, whatever. And people like, I can never. I don't see how you can sit for so long, wait for so long, and do all these things. But that is that person's choice. That is that person's decision. It may not be something that works for you, but you got to look at it. That person has somebody. You sitting here with your nose turned up. I could never. But you sitting there with a daggone closet full of toys that you not sharing with nobody. They just all for you. So some people gotta get off that high horse when it comes to wanting to be. You want to be in a relationship or you don't want to be in a relationship. Just know you're gonna have to add something, support, push a little to get that person to be your perfect person.
Yeah, I'm glad she said push a little. What people discount is how someone's ability to be productive in their life could motivate the non-motivated to be their best self. They might come in and not be making, you might be making 6, 7 figures, and they might be making 5 figures, but you might motivate them to the 6 figures or the 7 figures. Or you might motivate them to not just meet you at the top, but kind of better themselves more than what they were when you got together. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to settle for somebody, but clearly what was working at the top ain't a good thing. That's why you see so many celebrity relationships breaking up, and there's a lot of hopping from relationship to relationship. Jonathan Majors in one relationship with somebody we don't know, and he's now with what's her face that was married to the pastor. Celebrity pastor, celebrity actor. Like they just jump. And they don't think about like what if I go to the local restaurant in New York City and I have a date with myself and the dude is at the bar and he doesn't have no stardom, but he's doing decent for himself. He's not where he want to be, but because you talk to him, you put him where he need to be. It's a possibility that can happen. When I met my wife, I was in black and white t-shirts. You know, I was going to the playground every day. I wasn't doing much.
We were young.
But understand, there was a nurturing process where, like, you helped me get to my potential, and you're still helping me reach my potential. You know, of course I'm not where I was yesterday, today, but I'm still evolving, and I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't have the support of my wife. And it doesn't necessarily have to come with how much we make or how much I make or what you bring home or what I bring home. It's just about how you level off each other. Who's pouring in each other's cup daily? Like whose cup is getting full every day? Like it shouldn't like we ain't going to the gas station. We ain't consistently on E. It's like we just constantly trying to make sure like we doing each other a service and not just one person doing one for the other.
My cup is
but
empty.
That was a good conversation though from Tyler Perry, and I don't care about that, and I appreciate him even just saying that. It takes balls for a man to say that because women don't think they don't believe that. They think it's settling, but that's not settling. You may get with the dude that making $1 million, but he's with you, but he got 4 or 5 or 6 other girls that he's talking to.
But you have females who don't care because I'm financially taken care of. I don't have to want for nothing. He here or not.
And
when
if that's your happiness, so be it.